The person asks why it needs to be that way, and why he doesn't take that blindfold off her right away, and the other guy replies that he likes kissing her that way. Still unsatisfied, she says that she feels uncomfortable and that she really wants to see him kissing her, and he, in turn, reassures her, claiming that eventually, she will get used to it and already signals the other guy to continue. Now he tells the boy to leave, without making any noise, so that the girl doesn't notice anything. And when he realizes that it is already safe, he says that she can see him without the blindfold. She is relieved, but questions him again as to why she needs to wear that. With no answers, she then asks for a kiss. He doesn't respond positively, saying that he has kissed her a lot, and she insists that she wants a real kiss. He is firm in his decision and says that the next day they would kiss. She begs for one kiss if only, but it is in vain. He is harsh and decisive, saying that she is unbearable and telling her to go home. We can see she's really sad, but who wouldn't be, right? Tell us in the comment what you think about this situation and don't forget to watch until the end to find out what will happen. After that, click the like button, leave a comment, and share it with your friends. Back in the story, we realize that although she is upset, she decides to leave. What an odd thing. So confusing. He expresses, out loud, his unhappiness with this situation, saying that he can no longer bear to be subjected to this. Now on the street, we notice that the boy stops the girl, but she doesn't like this very much, claiming that he can only be following her, because everywhere she is, he is too. The man tries in several ways to explain himself to her, saying that he saw her leaving the house, and when he passed by he couldn't stand it, because he really needed to talk to her, and asked for a chance to explain himself. She then tells him to say what he wants once and for all, before she loses her patience. He then declares himself, saying that he loves her, asks her to stay with him, and gives him a chance to make her happy. She, very impatient, says that she is tired of listening to all this talk from him and that he needs to leave her alone. He does not accept and says that he would do everything for her, even go to the moon. After all, he is in love with the girl since they were little. Less and less patient, she says that no matter how far he would go for her, she is in love with someone else, her heart belongs to someone else and that he needs to understand it and move on. He gets very upset, but she leaves anyway. After all, she has no idea what is going on. And after she left, he still reflects out loud that if she knew how much he loved her, and how he would make her the happiest woman in the woman, she wouldn't treat her that way. The two men meet, this time alone, and both seem anxious. We already know the reason. The girl, the fake boyfriend, is really worried that the woman fell in love with the wrong person, which is not good. The other man tells him not to overthink because it's a win-win situation. He gets money and he gets the love of his life. He also claims that he had tried to approach her in other ways, saying that he liked her, that he loved her, but that she did not respond, so it was necessary for them to do so. The boy insists once again that they are still careful, he needs to know that they cannot continue doing that forever. Then the other hands him the money. He also thanks him for what he has done for him. He says he is doing it for him, after all, he likes someone else. And although he does not believe it will help, he tried to advise his friend to conquer the girl in other ways, because to continue this way is not cool for any of the three. He says it's his business and he just needs his friend to keep helping him until he gets a better plan or strategy for her to fall in love with him. And then he leaves. And now the girl is meeting with a friend of hers to talk about her beloved one. And she tells her all about him. She says she is very upset because although she likes him very, every time they kiss, he used to put a blindfold on her before they do it. And they would never kiss without it, not even once. And this was making her uncomfortable. The friend says that this is very strange and that this situation cannot be so. She suggests that she try to talk to him about it and not accept what he is imposing. The girl says she had already talked to him and begged him to give her at least one kiss without the blindfold. But she also said that such conversations never helped, because he denied all his requests. She then says that she will try to talk to him once more to try to change the situation because she recognizes that she cannot live like this and something must be done. The friend wishes her luck in the conversation and hopes that everything goes right because she hopes that she can have a normal and healthy relationship like any other. She thanks all the friends' help and encouragement and says she will listen to her advice and dialogue once again. Finally, the other friend says that whenever she needs to talk, she is available. And now she needs to go because she has to pick up her son from school. And they say goodbye. As promised, the girl agrees to meet the boy in order to expose what she is thinking and feeling. When he arrives, she is already direct and says that this issue of the blindfold is bothering her. He does not understand her discomfort, because he says that for him everything is fine and that he likes the way it is. She then seeks to understand if he does not like her or her appearance, or perhaps if he is not attracted to her. And he just says he likes her and he's attracted to her, and there's no problem happening. She suggests that they try, at least once, without the blindfold, to see if maybe he likes it or maybe even prefers it. But he is reluctant, saying that it is better to leave things as they are, because he actually likes to kiss her, with the blindfold. He also says that there is no possibility of them trying because he is accustomed, so it is a particularity of him. She needs to accept it because it has always been this and will never change, just because she wants to. She shares her insecurities with him, about thinking it happens because it's her, or has something to do with her somehow, but he reassures her that it's not because it's her and has nothing to do with her, it's about himself. She says that if he is saying, she will try not to think about it anymore and she will also try to get used to it and feel comfortable since there is no other way. He asks if that's all she wanted to talk about. She says yes and says she's leaving and then leaves. Man, I just met her. She won't leave me alone. You know I don't like it. I don't know what else to do. Tomorrow's the last day. If you don't tell her, I will, he says. The woman says, I want to see you, touch you. You know what? And you won't believe what she did next. That's right, she simply pulls the blindfold and she is surprised by what she sees. The boys just don't know what to do. She wants to know what is going on. And how will they explain this? That's something inexplicable for anyone. With all right, she feels cheated. They ask for calm, but she can hardly believe what's happening. But very angry, she tells the two that she does not even want explanations and goes away. The two argue, uselessly, whose fault was. The boy regrets having lost the love of his life. The other says that he could not have done anything. He is the one who could have prevented her from taking the blindfold. And this meaningless discussion goes on and on. Now we have the biggest surprise of all. The ending we least expected. They are together. And they have a beautiful daughter. Together they comment on how funny fate is and bring people together in the most unexpected ways possible. And love is like that, it just happens. We don't rule our hearts. And you? Have you ever fallen in love? Because they did.